welcome to Valderon's channel on Twitch. I am loading the game, so we are ready to get out and rumble and get our little journey going. So, just taking the noises of my phone so I don't actually get anything noisy there. So we have a lot of things on our filer. I will just actually, while we talk about what to do today, I will go up to the refiner and do some of the things. Notice we have a couple of ships here, and actually before we do anything else we can take a look at the new solar ship we got. I haven't renamed it yet either, so this would be a good time to do that. So I do give them my own names because then I know actually what ship it is, because otherwise I have a tendency to sit there thinking, what is that ship, what is that ship? This way, if I want to call them, I can immediately see which one it is and do it that way. But some people might think that's a little bit silly, but bear with me, I'm a little bit old sometimes, or old school. So let's see how much we can actually repair without start grinding anything. Shield down, recharge immediately. That's actually not true. It's actually not true. So shields are actually working. So wait, no, go away. Deuterium. I can't remember if I can make them myself, but if I can, it's great. If I can't, well. So this is actually beneficial. I have grinded a lot of resources, and it takes everything I have on board the freighter and use for this. So when it's in my storage or in the freighter or my exosuit, doesn't really matter. It's a little bit like that. It seems like the game sounds all very loud, so that would be that one. So see if I can get a check if that's better. So a lot of the things I actually have in store, which is really good, especially if you want to do as I have done, keeping some of the ships. Then you will need a lot of stuff to you need a lot of stuff to repair with. Okay. I'm going to turn the game sounds a little bit further down. Ooh. So, let's see if I can get another check on that, and then hopefully everything fits together. That is oh, I know what might be wrong. Can I get another sound check from my background, because I think there was a little issue with my microphone, so it didn't really scale with the sound, which it should do, but hopefully it's all fine. Yeah, it seems like it's good. I'm very happy for that, and thank you for checking in my background. I have some wonderful people around me which always keep an eye out. So, literally all I need is actually chromatic metal in bulk, and I do think I can make a lot of it, so I'm going to double check that. Otherwise, we'll just remember to pick up copper as we go around. So I actually started repairing instead of talking about what the plans were today, but I got so excited that I had so much that actually could do this. So, and we're not even done. Do I? Oh, I have them. Can I make one more? Gold, silver, and chromatic metal. So when I try, I don't have everything for it. Okay, that's fair enough. I can live with that. So, do I have any copper here? No. Any copper? No, of course not on this. Any copper there? No. I still have a lot of runaway mold. I did a little bit extra in the end last time, but I didn't continue. We have copper, so I will go to the refiner and actually refine some copper into chromatic metal. And while I do that, we can start talking about the plans for today. Because we are still, I find it a little bit easier to actually show it. We are still in the situation where we can't make fuel for our frigates to send them out on missions. So I need a salvage frigate module, so I need to find that somewhere. So the plan is actually to continue down the route we did yesterday, and hopefully we will be a little bit more lucky with the things. So where did I put my refiner on this ship? It's not there. There it is. So I need to move it out of the storage container. Put it in my exosuit. It doesn't really matter where exactly it is. And put it in and make a lot of chromatic metal, because that's what we're going to do. But I'm also going to go back to the base, because I do think we have enough selenium to give to our overseer, so we can move on with him. We might, I'm considering building a room more to the base, so we can have the hydroponics there, so we separate that a little bit from the other things. It's not something I like overly to do, but well, I do like to make other rooms, but I don't necessarily like the hydroponics and the farmer and all that. I think personally it takes a little bit, put me too much on my base and just sit there and play Farm World or something like that. That's not really what I want to do. I rather want to explore, find out what is in the world, find new things, do new things, and so on. So that's where I prefer to be in the game, but for the benefits of everyone which is not experienced player, then I do go through these things and show how it can be done. It keeps telling me to build that freaking cylindrical room, but I don't like them, and at some point I might just do it to get rid of that message. And yes, I know I drink a lot of coffee. That's one of my trademarks, and if I ever make merch to my channel, if t-shirts saying something like "Have a cup of coffee with Val," that could actually be a good idea. We just made a note about that. So I don't have many vices in life, but coffee and smoking used to be, but I've stopped smoking and vaping instead, so it's way more healthy for me, I feel. Almost 10 years younger. I can't even remember how it was to be 10 years younger, but yeah, it's a little bit rubbish to actually say. However, wonder. This takes some time, but as said, the plans are finish this, go down and repair the solar ship. Just take it for a spin so you can actually see how it looks on screen, and then I think go back to the base and give the solarium to our overseer, and then build, if we can, the farmer's tool bench, whatever it's called, he will give us, and then see where we go from there. On the planetary scale, we will still be looking for crash sites, and we might come across some downed starships as well, so we can decide whether we keep or flock them. If they are not better than what we have, then we flock them. If we don't have them, and they are better, then we can take them home and repair them. That sounds like good plans. So there's 3 minutes left of this, so I'm not going to use all the copper, but I'm going to stop at around 1000 chromatic. If that's not enough, then we'll continue this in 4 hours time. i.e. at the end of the stream, because I don't want to waste the time looking at the refiner. If anyone from Hello Games should by any chance watch any of my videos or streams, then please put in a way of queuing up things you want to refine, and then take the resources, refine them, and put the refined resource in your storage or on your freighter, and you can just have that standing in the background. Please, I would love that. And as I have seen on Reddit, others have talked about the same kind of option. So that goes back there, that goes there for now. So back to the ship and see if we can fully repair it. If we can't, we're going to leave it to the end. And he suddenly refused to walk. That's not very polite. I control you, you don't control me. So, oh, we needed to make one more of those. Did we actually have enough for doing that? Gold and silver. That would be here somewhere. There's plenty of silver. There's plenty of gold, so it doesn't take it from the storage. Good to know. I actually thought it did. Silver. So I have that as well. Jesus. I don't really have check on where I have stuff. I have over 1,000 nanites there. Okay, let's see. So, still needed to make one more of those, but we have not enough for doing that now. So we can repair that. Those things I can make myself is actually quite good. Resources is the thing you can't make yourself, and wow, some of them you actually can, but so all the technology is done. That's actually very encouraging, this. I'm very happy how this has gone. It can sometimes be a pest trying to repair ships, because oh, I don't have that. I need 10. How many do I have? Do we have any in storage? Yeah. So oh, it's paraffinium. Oh God. Well, there's a little bit there, and that's it. So, damn. Can you make perfume yourself? That's the question. I do not know. So I'm not going to experiment with that. So we need paraffinium. We might find that on the way so we can repair it later. Antimatter. So we literally only need paraffinium. Antimatter. I believe I can make that. I ran out of chromatic metal. I could make more of it, but I actually don't think there's any need of that. I'll put this over this. No, I don't, because I'm not going to use that starship then. Okay. So for now, I actually put these aside. I probably will take them and build I get nanites from them later, but it's in no rush. Okay, where do we have the selenium we got? Is that still on the other ship? Just going to choke these away. I do like to have kind of space just in case. I know this is going to be rather irrelevant, but just for now. All these I would like to process, but I have them here. And I actually have plenty of space on the storage side of the freighter, so that's actually good. I had some of them. I'm still wondering whether I should just sell them or not. That's always one of the things I have plenty of considerations about whether I should do that. So I put them down here. It's actually the order they have to be processed. Goop, fluids, slime, then turn to runaway mold, and the runaway mold turns to nanites. So this one is also one which needs processing. Good. go. So some antimatter and paraffinium. Antimatter we actually might find out and around. That sometimes comes up in some of the storage containers we look at. So I'm just going to pick this ship. I'm actually going to empty it out first. So these I have to put over on the freighter first. What's that? Band plasma. It's not one I very often use. Oh, there's gold there and there is copper there, so we can. Oh, the selenium is there. I hope that's enough. There's paraffinium. You know, then I might actually have enough. Oh, sorry. I didn't remember I actually had that on the other ship, but that's why it's sometimes quite important to have things in one place. So I still can't make any more of them. Can I? Well, I need some chromatic metal. I need around 20, so actually the wrong place I put it, but it should be fine. So this is actually repaired. I'm just going to think where the best 35. I probably should swap them around. Gives better. That one can go down there for now. Actually, I think I'm going to put them like that. I only will have a photon cannon, which is not the best of guns, but let's take it for a spin so you can see how we lose. Let's see if I can change the camera. There. So this is how it looks when we are flying around with it. And the good thing with this is it actually doesn't use a lot of energy when in space. I'm going to be attacked now, so So now you see the solar ship. And I'm going to go to our base, and then I'm going to swap to the fighter again, because I don't like to fight in a ship which doesn't really have overly good shields or weapons. So, and the fighter is better built for that. But at least we got it repaired, so we can use it. And where did it place the ship? Yeah, no, not that. One thing I have forgotten is actually, you sometimes have to check this. Because it has a tendency to sometimes send you things. So the ship is placed out here nicely. So it's only my fighter it puts weirdly. So I'm actually going to call the fighter immediately. That's this one. Thing is, that's the ship who has the selenium on as well. So, did he need other things than selenium? I can't remember. Let's see. I made a little bit of a mistake here, because I called the ship, but I don't think I swapped it. So anyway, I put the selenium in my exosuit just in case. So gather selenium, yeah. So, I need chromatic metal for it. He wants me to. Okay. So we need chromatic metal. I could make more just to build it. Actually, do I have access to the cover? It's on the freighter, which is out of range. Well, okay, we know what we need, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport to where we ended last time. As usual, was that one Luperk Adume. So that was actually where we ended last time. I will say sometimes you will need to kind of keep notes of where you are, what you're doing, where. And at least is my experience. I tend to end up not remembering half of what I'm actually doing, and got to put that over. Oh well. I'm going to buy some more maps here because they are going to be useful, even though I had a little bit of a disappointment yesterday with what I got. So four more, so I have 10. That seems to be a good number to have stocked up. So we can always get more if we feel like that. And how are we with money? We have plenty of money. Anything we need to use? It's a fighter. B1 and A1. Oh, he disappeared in front of me. Is that a B1 as well? No, there's a C1. However, I would actually, I can't remember if I activated that part of my squadron. If I did, I will have a look at him. He's an S pilot. Then let's take him. Shuttles is not something I'm overly interested in because they tend to... I don't really see the benefit of them. If anyone disagrees with me or have some suggestions, there's a portal which we have. This is really a wrong system we're in, isn't it? This is really a wrong system we're in. I'm going to bind that. It's more than I can get them. We have a base there. What the... But we're closer to the center, so... well, we need... What do we need? I'm going to change the view of the starship again because I actually prefer to see it from inside. That gives me a better feeling when I'm fighting. So what do we need? There's a portal there which is shown, and it has my... I'm confused, but is that my safe beacon? So, I'm on a planet, and I have already discovered all animals, and I have 2 places. So, I've been here before. It's not where I expected us to be. So, bear with me, I am really the wrong place. That's my safe beacon. So, I'm really in the wrong place. Then we can argue if I'm in the wrong time as well. How many... Castle guide, collected knowledge. I only have 2 clips, so I can't even use it for anything useful at this point. And that's an animal, I've seen that. Okay. So beautiful animal. A bit wolf cat like. I always take a look at the animals. I'm thinking about at some point make a compilation or something, a video with animals from No Man's Sky. So I'm going to cut them out eventually and make some videos with them. I do sometimes put up, if I find a funny one, a little short one with a funny animal, so feel free to go and have a look at my YouTube channel. There's not many at the moment of that kind, but there is some good videos in between. Oh, got a little bit of cover. Could do with some dioxide because that's something I'm always low on. That's of course not what we see most of. I did see there was one. So let's go and get that and then see if we can come back on track. I know I did an emergency jump and I'm not quite sure I actually visited the space station, so it should be around our list. But I know it would be there was a planet where we had a lot of abandoned buildings on, so on the other hand, it doesn't really matter where we chase the things we need, because it could theoretically be any planet. But on the other hand, I'm a little bit indecisive, because part of me just want to try to continue into the galaxy, get as far in as possible, because you can always get back via the teleporters, back to the base, back to wherever you want to go if needed. So start doing stuff on planets which is, let's say, closer to the start, might not be so interesting as exploring new ones, and hope for the best. But so someone took the dark side here, probably me. So I'll go back to the ship and then we can actually look at what is the best approach here. So I was wrong about where that one I haven't uploaded, so, and that one I haven't uploaded. Well, none of these I have uploaded, so that was a barren planet discovered today, so that is the one we were on at midnight on that planet. Because none of this was uploaded. That actually helps me a little bit. Yeah, this was the one where I visited the aggressive sentinels and jumped out of. And then I ended up there. Okay. This one was the one I didn't really feel there was anything we could... Okay, Omenu Ranoi. Let's see if we can find that. Might not be possible. There's another thing we have to look after is Traveler's Graves. So we can get more glyphs for the portals. I do believe you need to have all 16 before you can actually use them. That might be wrong, but and believe me, this is not the first time I have gone to a wrong system, and it won't be the last time. When you play around, you will end in exactly the same situation. Hey, who are you? It's always good to take a little bit of language course when you are somewhere, especially when it's someone you haven't talked to before, because then at least if they give you some, if it's one which has something to give, you haven't lost it. These were tricky. You didn't like that? No. Okay, so we agreed on, I agreed on Omenu Ranoi. That one. The thing is, even when you have learned all the words of a language, if you ever can do that, you can still, as I understand it, do the test language skills, practice language skills, and get things out of them. And the thing is, there is still some words which is neutral, and some is offensive, and some is good. Just having a look at the ships. Shuttle. Yeah, happy for their shuttles in this system. So, let's go and look. we're actually going to just have a look at the space, the galaxy map. So yeah, we're closer to the center here. So it wants us to go that way, and that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we've been up here. That's up where our freighter are. So good. This is the right way. Good. I think. So aggressive sentinels. Oh. I will only go to planets with high alerted sentinels if I have to. So that has imminent core detonation. It got activated copper, which I actually would like some more of. It's mainly used for repairing ships, but I never have any when I need it. And then if you have to find it, you could imagine I found a S-class fighter and I want to repair that so I could use it. And it would take a long time because if I have to go and grind for it, it might not be so straightforward. So there's another thing. The more shitty a planet is, I have a feeling that that is where you more often will find crashed things, but I might be wrong. Doesn't look like there's a lot. There's volcanoes. It looks very naked. There's actually, is that a what? What is that? So it's very hot outside. Very. So can't stay out very long. That's fair enough. This is a what? This is a, I wonder if I can go in here. I might not be able to. No, it's it's a manufacturing facility. I'm not going to try to break that down because I'm not in the mood for big fight yet. One thing with the game is you need to decide when you take the fights and when you don't. This planet is not one I would like to run too much around fighting because it's doesn't seem like it's very hospitable. So let's see if we can get anything up on this account. There's a distress beacon, so let's take the quick way. actually not what we want, but the reason I say that, it doesn't look like it's afraid of crash, so I actually feel a little bit I'm AA for our ship. Actually, this. So you're taking resources when you have a ship. And the ship is not running anywhere, is it? It's broken. So if someone comes and steal it behind my back, well, so be it. It's just a game. This was actually why I landed on the planet, so this I see as a little bit more of a priority than the ship. Of course, a ship is not bad, and we are going to look at it. What ship is it? It's a B Explorer. So, just a question, do we have any of them? We have a Solar and we have an Explorer. So, is it cooler than the Explorer we have? Well, that's always up for discussion. So I take these more as I could down the line get them from research with nanites, but I mean it's not something which is I rather want to save them and then take the ship and go and scrap it. That's actually my plan, but I'm going to get as much of the plan here as I can first. It's a little bit same type as the one we have already, so compare, it's better than the fighter, but with the things I put on, it's actually, so I claim the ship and then I actually go in, hermetic seal, metal plating, I'm going to do them first. I do believe these repairs is pretty much always the same. Pure ferrite. That's a little bit of a tricky one. So, now it's getting warm out here. Like it wasn't already. Only got 85. Might actually be enough. So on harsh planets I always jump into the ships. It's 323 degrees outside. Jesus, that is some shit hot weather. So putting it through there, and it does 1 to 2, so it should be 100 and something ferrite dust. And then we have to create pure ferrite out of it. That should be enough. I think it's 50 we need. So, but I take them all so I get them away. The thing is, this is junk. However, it turns into useful minerals, and that's good. So I'm going to repair, go to the space station, and just scrap it. I need to make sure I have space in my exosuit though. I have plenty of space. So I hope I don't hit anything on the way up. Be very careful not hitting trees or anything. If you see the little planes under the next to the shield, then that is actually if you lose them, you lose the ship. So I left my other ship behind, but I can always call my ship, so when they're repaired or able to fly. Otherwise I could just have claimed this and left it, and then after I save it will pop up on my freighter. I don't know if it's a bug or it's a kind of homing device. I don't really want to speculate in that, but it's always been like that, so if it was a bug, I would assume it would have been corrected. So what's my ship? Oh, it was a solar, okay. And you can use ships you just picked up to exchange with other ships as well. Scrapping a ship doesn't give you the full, but think about it, if you start repairing it up before you scrap it, what you spend in resources, that might very well. So I got the solar ship here now instead of my fighter, that's okay. What I noticed the other day is I could actually do this. No, I couldn't. There was a place where I actually could swap them where you normally can't, but it's okay, I can just land and swap them if needed, so I don't really need the fighter right now, but if I need to fight, then of course I need it. So, sell. So now we have 13 million, that's good. What's that ship? That's an explorer as well. Explorer. There's a lot of explorer and shuttles in this system. It is, to be honest, what I regard the lowest rate of ships. So do we want to go back or do we go somewhere else? Barren planet we spent some time on last time. I'm not really in the mood for going to recruit any until I can send them out. There's a planet out there. So that one is one I can see. That one. tropical. You could activate copper as well. That's actually interesting concept here. Tropical planet can actually have bad weather, very bad weather. But let's see what's around here. We're going to exchange the ship at some point, but let's just use this one. No, it's a mountainous, yeah. Lot of mountains. Very high mountains. I should add. So, what's that down there? It's again something I'm not too happy about, but external temperature 148 degrees. It's lovely weather I find today. Holy moly. So I'm going to move certain things over on the ship. I know that I'm probably not going to use it, actually. All these three I could put on this ship, because I'm not going to put them on my other ship. So that actually gives some advantages to this. And later on, if I really want to use it, I can always upgrade as I get better things. There's a building, I could go into it, but I suspect it's a manufacturing facility. Would like to wait until this storm is over, because that would drain my my health very quickly. I don't know if you noticed, but on the other planet where it hit 300, it drained one of my thermal protections very fast. Good thing is I have 3 of them, so it takes a little bit longer than that, but sure, it's some sort of storm. extreme storm. So let's just see. Yeah. It is indeed a manufacturing facility. There's a lot of animals. Are they having a convention or something? Okay. Pilot. I've lately encountered quite a number of ships where I couldn't see the pilot. I need the pilot in order to trade, and he's just disappeared. Then I go and do something else, and then the ship disappears. I would like to trade with them because they do sell certain things which is useful. There's a lot of sack is quite a lot of money, so not much, but every little helps. I can hear people ask the question, well, you have 13 million, how much do you need? Wow. To be able to buy whatever I encounter, so well, I'm not going to fight them, but what I'm going to do is actually going to call the other ship. Something which is faster and better equipped for any fighting. So if you notice the sentinels, as long as I don't do anything to the building, they are ignoring me. Pilot. So, where's the pilot? The ship belongs to some chemist. Maybe I can get a little bit for my nose. But no pilot. So, yeah. Not going to waste my time on that. Tropical planets are actually be very, very beautiful. They have a tendency to have a lot of plants with light on, and you can see that here as well. I'm taking the solar one. I want to have one which I can do fighting in. So maybe we should see if we can find something else here. Another distress signal. Oh. It's never so bad that it's not good for something. Ah, God. So, ships coming out of hyperspace around you is a fuck. It is a scary thought sometimes, and another ship. So yesterday we got abandoned buildings, today we get ships. Well, an A shuttle. So do we actually have a shuttle? I think we do. But it's not an A. The solar, and we have... No, that's an explorer. So should we take this and repair it? Thinking that might actually be, it's an A and it's one we don't have, so we actually repaired the other one we got, so why not take that piece of work with us? I have to look at the distress signal first. This distress beacon it's called. I have to do it correctly. Sentinel which shot me, bastard. Oh, it's got two R2D2s. Actually got more. So we've got a lot of things we can actually launch. So I'm going to claim it, so can always change to something else. I'm not going to do anything because then when we save load on the fighter, no, Praetor, then it will be there. Fuck. Bad weather and bad visibility, that is something which is really great. Now let's see if we can get a drop pod as well. What side there? I think I have to go over the mountain. I have sometimes flown towards it for longer distances just to make sure the weather actually became better, but I'm not sure what is the best approach. Here at least I have something to aim for. If there's a loud bang, then I have hit a mountain I couldn't see. Are you kidding me? So you come with one ship. This is a recipe for disaster. That and the other one I have, so. And the ones at the top are the most expensive, so we take them. Why is that moving? Slightly scary. It's still very hot out there. You can't turn weather off. Problem is I only have iron battery to fuel them with, and I'm not going to waste them until I'm at 0. Because then I lose all the surplus I have. Oh, it's clearing. Oh. This is a horrible planet. I've found 2 ships so far. A lot of animals on it. And goats. Jesus. I would not be lying if I said that this is not really my type of planet. We found an abandoned building. Six hours away, okay. Oh, I think that's the last one I'm going to take on this planet because it's quite a lot to actually navigate around on it. It's a little bit too much 3D map for my taste. Too many mountains. I prefer a hilly countryside. There's a little bit that funny little thing with the No Man's Sky is that you never ever know what you encounter when you go into a planet. It can literally be anything. And that's really the charm. That's one of the things I like to really explore the galaxy and find those kind of things. as I'm not in dire need of coins, I'm going to not farm the whispering eggs. It's very easy to do if I really need to make coins, but I'm not wasting a lot of time doing that. I don't think it's the most interesting thing to see me digging holes and picking up the eggs. So, terminal. They normally tells me something. These have turned more and more dark. Not without interest though, but under the surface or you know what, back to space. So one thing always to remember regarding when I start to thinking about leaving the system, then it's time to call the Nexus and take a round in that. Most of all to get my exosuit slot, but also maybe to collect some nanites and what else is to maybe buy something as well. I don't know if I said this before, but when I reach a certain level in the game, I start just going in, buying one from each. And that's kind of what I'm going to do now. It's not like I need it, and some of the things I won't be able to use for a while, but just to get the things, construction. Is there anything I really want to have? So we will buy the Newton processor. Then we can start making food eventually. And go over to the stone buildings because I'm still sticking with them. Maybe potted plant, that's not really. go that way. Go to him. Get this one. So down here it's 100,000, up here it's 125. So we take down. Always take the cheapest one. That's my philosophy, but you could argue 25,000 is really nothing. So here just going to pick one up here and there. As said, some of them I can't use right now, some of them I won't use, but as we have nanites and actually then things might be useful. If you notice, some of them I can actually build, and some of them I might. So I'm not really in need of this yet, but that's okay. Exocraft. Haven't really gone through it yet, but start getting small things here and there, that's not bad. I just pop over to Ned and Polo and see if they want to talk to me. I don't think they will, because I haven't really done anything which require them. Yeah, that's what I already... Might actually be the time where we could start looking at using dark holes to travel further, but you want me to install there? I actually want that one, and I want that one. I don't really have a lot of slots anymore, so nothing is coming on there right now. That's one. That one we need at some point. That one is not really useful. This one could be useful if we need to cloak ourselves, so that's actually not a bad thing if we build that in a not too soon future. So I actually checked if I had any. No, I didn't check. That was what I wanted to do. Do I have any food stuff? Can you eat them? I have a lot of these now. I don't really have any food stuff, so I'm just going to say hi to these two. I have gotten a lot of milestones, so that should give some of the used nanites back. 50. Really? 50? Problem is I can't always remember when I was last here, and if I was yesterday then might not give much. Planets, not much either. I don't actually know what the problem is. I didn't upload them. Oh well, never mind that. That's absolutely fine. Now I will be crying because I forgot that. No, it's you get what you get, and I don't actually think I missed out anything. So now I'm thinking about leaving this system and see what the next system will bring. I could have used this to kind of transport it back to our freighter or base, but that's actually not what I want to do. I want to travel and see new worlds. So let's go to Almera. See what that brings us. First to the space station. The thing is, it's always relatively close to where you enter the system, so it's very rare I have found that it was in the other end of the system. But it does happen, so don't be fooled if you can't immediately see it. It might still be it. Of course, there is systems which don't have a space station. Yeah, you think I would get more live in chat if I do, of course, but that's fair enough. But thank you for following. I will consider that. If I can do it like this, bear with me a sec. Yeah, I know, I agree, I take that off and let people chat. I do agree, and I actually do want to help people as well. So I have taken that off, and then let's see how it goes. So welcome to anyway. I appreciate the feedback. think that's by default, to be honest, but up. Slow mode, slow motion, slow mode. I will not take that totally off because I also want to make sure I catch everything in chat, so but I will lower it so it goes a little bit faster. There we go. I don't want to be rude and not reply to people. That's a little bit. I actually don't like to be rude to people. That's a little bit against my way of playing. So no, I'm not really new to it, but I played a lot before the latest updates came, so a lot of things have actually changed, so I sometimes actually gets a little bit sidetracked with things and not really on the level with what's going on. But it is a game I've been loving playing quite a long time. And I got a lot of questions about getting into the game because a lot of people struggled with the first part of it, following the base missions and those kind of things. So I thought, well, there's a lot of people streaming with games they have been on almost forever, and I rather want to try to find a niche where it goes in a little bit different. Well, I will say I'm not an expert in the game at all. That I do not attempt to be, because I know there's a lot more to it than I even have explored on my main save. I am not that many galaxies in, so this is kind of a weird system. There's a planet there. What is that? Icy planet. Could work. that brings